It's great to be here. Imagine, if you will, a 22-year-old agnostic since the age of 5 who could neither confirm nor deny the existence of God, the uncaused cause, the first source and center of all things, our universal loving Heavenly Father. Picture this young agnostic, a sincere seeker of truth, having a spiritual experience so personal and so sublime that it could be realized and expressed only by feelings that lie too deep for words. The individual who had this spiritual transformation on that sunny afternoon in his 22nd year is standing before you. With that backdrop, let us fast forward 6 years. This is where the story really begins, and is why I'm here today. The purpose of this talk is to bring to your attention the Urantia book. The Urantia book originates neither a science nor a religion. Its function is to coordinate both science and religion with the truth of reality. The Kozar principle, an acronym for the coordination of science and religion, is what I use to demonstrate how the Urantia book follows this consistency as no other book has ever done. The truths revealed in the Urantia book will allow you, as cosmic conscious citizens, to arrive at and experience a personal viewpoint of reality that validates the wonderful truth that science and religion are not two antagonistic views of reality. They are views of two aspects of one reality. Those aspects being the personal and impersonal natures of God. There are two types of revelation: personal and epical. Each of us can personally experience spiritual insight in our daily lives. This personal revelation, this spiritual insight, which we receive from time to time, is real to us. Such experiences have meaning and value and can be lived out. They become real when we go forth and share them with all our spiritual brothers and sisters who are likewise interested in hearing about our profound experiences. Personal revelations are different from epical revelations that our planet, Urantia, receives from time to time and are meant for all of humankind. The Urantia book is an epical revelation of truth, only the 5th since mankind first walked on this planet. I consider those of you who are universe-conscious citizens to be forward-looking men and women who are ready and have the ability to construct a new and appealing religious philosophy of living when you have at hand the highest concepts of cosmic truth, universe beauty, and divine goodness. Such a philosophy is beautifully revealed in the Urantia book. It is fitting that you receive individually and globally an invitation to personally experience for yourself a religious revelation of epical significance to our strife-torn planet. The Urantia book's coordination of science and religion under the Kozar principle stimulates and enables a transformational impact on two accounts. First, the Urantia book is already providing a personal transformation for a growing number of cosmic conscious citizens who are thirsty for truth and seeking and finding a personal relationship with our Heavenly Father. This experience of added spiritual value is expressed as God's love is lived out in the daily lives of these spirit-led faith sons and daughters of God. Second, under the Kozar principle, the coordination of science and religion, more and more scientists are boldly acknowledging continuing scientific breakthroughs, which were unequivocally revealed in the Urantia book decades before our scientific community could prove such breakthroughs through independent scientific research. More detail about the Kozar principle a little later. As transformed and spirit-led cosmic conscious citizens, each of us can be a part of this growing phenomenon that is taking place on our planet. I am reaching out to all of you who are self-conscious of your cosmic citizenship and have a desire to share your personal experiences of the love of our Heavenly Father with your circle of friends, family, and like-minded truth seekers. The Urantia book is the desire of truth seekers of all ages. This epical revelation of truth derives its authority from the fruits of its acceptance in the hearts of those individuals who choose to accept these truths based upon the leading of the divine fragment that indwells each of us and guided by the Spirit of truth. Let us remember that an epical revelation confirms, validates, and is consistent with our personal spiritual insight. The Urantia book tells us that religion must not become organically involved in the secular work or social reconstruction and economic reorganization, but it must actively keep pace with all these advances in civilization by making clear-cut and vigorous restatements of its moral mandates and spiritual precepts, its progressive philosophy of human living and transcendent survival. The spirit of religion is eternal, but the form of its expression must be restated every time the dictionary of the human language is revised. With that in mind, take a listen at this 2-minute clip on the Kozar principle I mentioned earlier. Hi, my name is J.J. Johnson. As a student of the Urantia book, I recognized in the 70s that revelation originates neither a science nor a religion. Its function is to coordinate both science and religion with the truth of reality. It wasn't until 37 years later that I began using the Kozar principle to describe how the Urantia book reveals truth in such a way that we can arrive at a personal viewpoint of reality that is consistent with cosmic truth, universe beauty, and divine goodness. When philosophy is associated with an epical revelation of truth, we can begin to understand and accept that religion and science are not two antagonistic views of reality. They are views of two aspects of one reality, those aspects being the personal and impersonal natures of God. In my expanded edition of Up Close and Personal with the Urantia book, I convey how Kozar, the coordination of science and religion, is so exquisitely embedded throughout the Urantia book. In my new chapter of the expanded edition of Up Close, I provide over a dozen detailed examples and scientific concepts in the Urantia book that predate the validation of our science. From plate tectonics and DNA research to the Star of Bethlehem, you will discover for yourself why the cosmology in the Urantia book has captured the attention of more and more scientists, including a Nobel laureate and another scientist who devoted 4 pages to the Urantia book in his book published by Columbia University Press. It is impossible to believe that all the correct scientific concepts in the Urantia book that predate the discoveries of our science are simply lucky guesses. The astronomical odds of getting it right by sheer guesswork should make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. If not, frankly, I'm puzzled. I invite you to check out the reviews of my expanded edition of Up Close and Personal with the Urantia book at Amazon.com. Not in 2,000 years has our world been gifted with a revelation that ascends to a level of cosmic dignity as does the Urantia book. To the extent that my expanded edition brings you closer to the Urantia book and the epical revelation of truth closer to you, to that extent I will be filled with joy. Thank you. For those of you that would like more time to reflect on the Kozar Principle, if you Google the Urantia book and the Kozar Principle, you can bring it up on YouTube. The time has arrived, once again, to draw attention to our strife-torn planet, that the will of our Heavenly Father must become dominant and transcendent in our hearts. And then, as transformed and spirit-led cosmic conscious citizens, let us join hands in spiritual unity to go forth and transform the world. Based upon our personal spiritual experiences and guided by the truths revealed in the Urantia book, we have the opportunity and potential to spiritually uplift our planet and make a mighty contribution to the establishment of worldwide peace under law. Spiritual unity is required of us, but not necessarily philosophical uniformity. If you were to approach me after this talk and say, JJ, I'm thirsty for truth and would like to have access to a written source that would coordinate science and religion in such a way that is consistent with my personal viewpoint of reality as a universe-conscious citizen. I expect it to go beyond that and reveal the origin and destiny of man, our relationship to the universe, and our universal Father. A detailed history of our planet, including a restatement of the life example and personal teachings of Jesus. Every single year of his life, before he was incarnated and even after he was crucified. I would also like to know how our personality survives death along with our soul. I will not accept anything less. If you were to interrupt me now, seeking detailed answers to those thought-provoking questions, and say, JJ, before you walk off this stage, tell me, in a nutshell, what is the one thing you would say about the Urantia book to those of us who would like a 21st century clarification on the phenomenon of cosmic consciousness? Let me just say, to those of you who are universe-conscious citizens, to those of you who are thirsty for truth and seeking a source that provides a coordinated and unbroken explanation of both science and religion, the one thing I can say about the Urantia book is hello? It's for you. And you. It's for you.